Greetings, my name's Scott, and I am making a video about how to put a Thule on your BMW. Now, a Thule is a bicycle rack, and I like my Thule. I like it very much, and today I'm going to be putting this onto a BMW 530 Xi. It's a 2007, so bear in mind that this might not be the exact right settings for yours, but fortunately the Thule itself, you know what, I'm probably going to need somebody to hold this camera, but you know, I'm going to try to do it one-handed, because you can. Got to make sure you have it situated right. Now this, you'll see right here, oops, hold on, you see right here that I'm just going to push this down like that, right there, see? I'm letting it rest there because I only have one hand. And then the other comes up here, and it should be right up against the edge. See how that's right up there against this edge? And you can see that there's no damage. You can see that looks pretty good. You get a little bit of some scratches in here. I don't really care that much about that. I have run this with a like a washcloth kind of, or a towel underneath it when I took a real long trip. Now, you want to just hook that. I got the kind with the nice coated wire straps. And generally what I do is I always leave these top, I'm sorry for this terrible camera work. I leave these top pieces always at the same length. Again, I'm trying to hold the camera still. And that way, and I also leave it set, as you can see there's some numbers right along here, and you can control the position of so if this is the Thule, you can control the opening and how wide open it is with these levers that are right here. So if I were to flip those levers up, that would change the angle of attack. Now if I flip this lever up right here, that's going to change the angle of this arm right here. And this guy is a little tricky. You gotta get your hand really in there, and you really gotta kind of pull up kind of hard. It's a little sticky, but once you get it loose, and then when you put it back down again, you've got to just kind of get it into the right spot, and it'll go down a lot easier. See, I'm pushing a little hard there. Now, one last trick. This is the trick. You've got to open up the trunk. Right? You got to open up the trunk, and then you put these parts here, like that. And I do that with the other side. Excuse the camera. And then I just drop it down. Just drop it down. Test it. Oh, see, it wasn't closed. Test it. Make sure that it's shut. Again, I'm doing this one-handed. Alright, now it's shut. Now, that's the first trick. The second trick is you've really got to make darn sure that these are in as close as you can get them to this part. Because otherwise, if they're out here a little bit, that curve, they will just come right up. It'll ride right up, and that could be bad. Alright? Now, just crank this down. And you can adjust things a little bit more nicely than I've got it adjusted here. You can kind of arrange things so that this right here does not go right up against here. You can do it. You just have to monkey around with it, fiddle with it a little bit, and then it'll be good. And then once you're all cranked down, you can take your bicycle. See? Take your bicycle and set it right on there, and you want to make sure that your pedal just bangs against your license plate, right? Can you see that? Let me see. Get my hand. Yeah, there's the license plate. There's the license plate back behind there, because that's what license plates are for. They're to protect your car from being hit by your bicycle pedal, right? Standard straps. right? I use this part right here. It's a little tricky to get that on there, but you'll figure it out. You're not stupid. And then you can just get that on there and come around with the straps, and these just hook on. Generally, I'd go a little tighter than that. I'd go another notch down. There you go. There you have it.